Hello, once again, this is Alex Mwonge, a mental and life skills coach. In the last video, I shared with you my journey of moving from abundance to a position of lack, and the Lord raising me once again from lack to abundance. And in this video, I continue to share with you my journey and what I discovered is key for a life of abundance. When you read Genesis chapter 2 verse 7, it says God created man from the dust of the soil and breathed in him his life-giving spirit, and man became a living soul. As you know, we are three in one. You are a spirit. You are a spirit. That's why when you die, we bury the body, but your spirit lives on in eternity. Secondly, you possess a soul. You are not a soul, but you possess a soul. And thirdly, you have a physical body. You have the body. So when you are looking at me, you are looking at Alex's body. But the real Alex, the real me, is my spirit who is within me. So as we try to go on this journey, it's very important as you discover who you really are to know how these three components of yourself work. You are a spirit who possesses a soul but lives in the body. When we look at the soul is composed of three major elements. One, the soul, your soul is the part of you that has the will. You are able to decide between the good and the bad. You have the will to either do or not to do. That's your soul. Your soul also has your emotions, your feelings, whether you're feeling good or bad, the component of your emotions. But also your soul has the component of your mind. And when we look at the mind comes with two distinctions. We have the conscious mind, and then we have the subconscious mind. The conscious mind is also referred to as the objective mind. It is referred to as the waking mind. It is that part of you that connects to the five senses that you have. The sense to hear, see, feel, touch, taste. So your five senses compose the conscious mind. So all the things that you consciously do, that's part of the conscious mind. And on the other side, we have the subconscious mind. It is that part of your mind, it's that part of you that does things unconsciously. Say for example, right now, when we look at this from a biological point of view, your heart is pumping, you're not thinking about it. So what is making your heart to pump? The subconscious mind is in control. Say your blood is flowing. What is really, controlling that? It is the subconscious mind. For example, at conception, you find that the egg and sperm come together. Then, of course, biology tells us two cells form, and then they go on, multiplying. And then finally, the human person begins to form. But have you ever asked yourself, how come that when these two cells came together, the ear is where it is, the nose is where it is, the hands and the legs and everything is where it is? That was still part of that high intelligence, that part of the subconscious mind that was at work, that helped bring all these things together. So as we go along, I'm going to dig deep for you to understand more. How does the subconscious mind work? How does it function? How have we been influenced by people who know how the subconscious mind works? Did you know that you are being programmed to act in a particular way or to do certain things just because of the information that is being sent from your conscious mind to your subconscious mind? Do you realize that where you are is because of the thoughts that you're holding. Proverbs 23:7 tells us, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. When you go deep into the original translation, into the Hebrew language or the Aramaic, the heart they talk about is not the heart that I have here, because this doesn't think. It's the heart, which is the subconscious mind. So as you think in your subconscious mind, so are you. Everything we perceive from the conscious mind gets deposited into the subconscious mind. For example, have you ever noticed young kids and you are telling the kid there is fire, but it's not until you make the kid touch the candle or touch the lamp and it burns them. Now that pain gets deposited into the subconscious mind. And the next time you bring a candle, the kid is acting naturally, knowing, no, this is a danger zone. Another experience, for those of you that drive, I remember the first time, I went out to drive. I was driving from my conscious mind. I was too cautious on the road. I would constantly, step the brakes. I was fearing that I was going to knock. Yeah? But the moment that information entered, was perceived by my five senses, what's the conscious mind, it got deposited deep into my subconscious. That right now I can be on Masaka Road and accelerate at 120 kilometers per hour, and I will not have any fear. Or I can be turning off the road and I know by instinct that I have in the side mirror. So all those actions is something that I'm acting naturally out of the subconscious mind. Many of us cherish our tribes or our cultural heritages. For example, you might tell yourself, I'm a Muganda, I'm a Mugishu, I'm a Mnyankole, wherever you belong. But are you really a Muganda? Are you really someone from Ankole? You only got to grow up from there. Yeah, so your mind came when it was empty. Then through your conscious mind, through your environment, a language was programmed into you, and that's the language you speak and relate to, and that's the culture you relate to. Just imagine you were born born in China, you would be speaking fluent Chinese. Yeah, or if you were born in the UK, you'd be speaking fluent British English, and you take that as your culture. So it was just a language that you picked through your conscious mind, got programmed in your subconscious mind, and it's what you are living out. Another example I can give you of how the subconscious mind works. I know most of you have ever thought of someone. Have you ever been there, you think of someone, and then later this person gives you a call? Or you think of someone and you later meet them? That was still your subconscious mind at work. Or for you that are mothers, there are those times your child is sick and you're like, okay, I want to wake up, say, 3 in the morning or 2 in the night to, breastfeed them. Or even those that wake up very early in the morning for personal prayer. And maybe that day power has gone off, you don't have an alarm, but because you put that in your subconscious mind, believe you me, at that point, at that exact time, you're going to, you find yourself waking up, and when you check the clock or your watch, it says 3 in the morning or 4 in the morning. So that is the subconscious mind at work. It never sleeps. Yeah, when you're asleep, your heart continues to to beat. Every part of you continues to work normally. It's still the subconscious mind that is at work. So I can go on and on and on. What you should know is that the subconscious mind works on the law of belief, and the law of belief states that whatever you believe and feel to be true and hold long enough in your mind becomes your reality. I want to share with you an experience, something I've observed in the different sectors. Like I told you earlier, the people who have understood how the subconscious mind works are using it to their advantage. Of course, there are some that will use it for the bad, and others will use it for the good, because it works on the same principle. Whatever you give it, whatever you deposit in your subconscious mind, it gets into action to begin to work it or bring it to fruit or to bring it to reality. For example, when you go in the education sector, have you asked yourself, especially for you who have kids, like you have charts, A, B, C, D, E, or charts for things. Have you asked yourself why this young child needs to have a chart and constantly look at it? That is subconscious mind programming, because you want this child to look at something long enough so that as they perceive through their five senses, as they perceive through the conscious mind, that information is going deep into the subconscious mind. That is one area. Then look at advertising. Oh my goodness. This area, these guys have mastered how the subconscious mind works. Let me just ask you a question. Which kind of toothpaste do you use at your home? Think about it. I know most of you might have said Colgate, yeah, but sometimes you go to the shop or you go to the supermarket, and you are picking Close Up, which is another brand, and you are saying, "Give me that Colgate." So already the subconscious mind has been programmed by that particular brand. Or you want shoe polish, but you tell someone, "Bring me Kiwi," because that message, you perceived it and it's deposited deep in your subconscious mind. Have you ever asked yourself why, say for example, if you have watched the Guinness adverts, they always show guys who are fired up watching football, but they're taking Guinness? That is still a way of programming you that once you go out in the soccer bar and that like you are enjoying football, the drink you should take should be Guinness. So someone has packaged their message and you're perceiving it from your conscious mind, which are the five senses. And once it's deposited long enough on the inside of you, you're going to act naturally. Yeah. For example, I love the Renzori brand for water. Yeah, I remember there's a restaurant where I went, I asked them for water, and they brought a different brand. I told them, if it's not Renzori, I'm not taking it. But in reality, does it mean that another brand of water is not as good as Renzori? No. But it's because the message of Renzori was sold early, maybe as the first brand that we had here in our country, and we got used to it, and we feel, and when I go out, I feel it's the brand that I trust, because it is a message that was packaged, I perceived through my conscious mind, and it's deep in my subconscious mind. So it's now something that I'm naturally acting upon. Or some of you love Coke. Have you ever asked yourself, why Coke, a big brand that has been around for over 50 years, even up to now, keeps marketing, it keeps putting up billboards, yeah, it keeps showing you those adverts. Yeah, say like if you're thirsty, you should take a Coke. Or if you have a family event, yeah, when you're celebrating life, there is a Coke, yeah, and you are naturally acting it out. Have you ever gone to any event, a wedding event, a birthday party, and Coke misses? So that is someone who got their message and sent it out, and once your five senses perceived it, it got stuck in your subconscious mind, and you are naturally acting it. Think about politics. I remember recently I was talking to a friend. I've talked to a number of my friends, and so many of them tell me, you know what, Alex, we need change. We want to see new governance. We need to see new things. But even when they desire that, at a certain point, many will tell you, but now, okay, if this new change comes, we're not so sure what will happen next. Yeah? In the other possible leaders, we don't feel there is someone that matches the current leader. Yeah? But you've also heard a statement, I'm the only person with a vision for this country. So such a statement is just to program your subconscious mind, so that even when there are other possibilities of other capable leaders, you will always feel the person that told you that they have the vision for the nation, they really need to stand. So many areas we have been subconsciously programmed, and we are naturally acting out. Yeah? Or have you watched a horror movie? Yeah? There are times you watch this movie and everything even that knocks in your house, you really feel scared. Or at night you go dream and you feel like this thing is coming to attack you, and you wake up sweating. Yeah, but in reality it's not there, but it's a message got into your subconscious mind, and you're acting on it. The last example, I can, share with you. I know some of the ladies, you love Telemundo, yeah? You love these soap operas, and you always dream that your marriages, turn out to be like what you have seen in the soap. But that's not the reality. It is a message that you received through your conscious mind, and once you, through repetition, you perceived it, it got into you, and you are naturally acting it out. So if you have been able to see all those patterns in your life, in your behaviors, yeah, what you're able to do, what you feel you can't do, then you know the pattern that if you're going to be successful, if you're going to achieve your dreams in 2019, if you're going to achieve the things you have placed yourself out to, you need to look out what is really in my subconscious mind. And then you, if you feel that what is there does not resonate with where you want to go, then begin to pull it out, begin to uproot it, begin to program yourself afresh for the kind of life you desire to see, for the kind of person you want to be, for the kind of leader you want to be, for the kind of business person that you want to be. I want to invite you to watch the next video, where we now go deep to discuss, after seeing all these ways we have been programmed for the benefit of others, how do we program and position ourselves in our subconscious mind for the kind of future we want to have. In 2019, one sure way to achieve your goals is to know what is it that is in your subconscious mind. Identify the limitations that you have in your mind, and then begin to replace them with thoughts of victory, thoughts of success, thoughts that are going to propel you to the next level in achieving your dreams. And I want to leave you with this powerful scripture that has greatly transformed my life. I meditate on this scripture daily. I think about it, I ponder it, and it's one of my favorite scriptures that I'm moving with in 2019. It's Philippians chapter 4 and verse 8, which says, "Finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are a good report, if there be any virtue, if there be any praise, think of these things." Think of these things. May God richly bless you. Once again, I'm Alex, a mentor, life skills coach, and I want to hear from you. Feel free to contact me on the WhatsApp number that's on the screen. You can send a WhatsApp, you can call. If you have any questions, or if something came to your mind as we shared, feel free to get in touch. Thank you very much.